nothing is going to get heard. If something is not uncovered, it can't get healed. So we got to be a voice. Somebody else's situation may be a whole lot worse than ours. And if we don't speak up and start talking about this stuff, start talking about sexual assault, start talking about rape, because people want to say stuff, they don't want to say the word, because they say the word is harsh. Well, guess what? Ask somebody who's been sexually assaulted, how does it feel? Because it doesn't feel good at all. Somebody violates you. They take something from you that you didn't give them. And I'm not talking about a piece of candy or a piece of gum. I'm talking about something from them that is personal to them. The theme for today is engaging new voices. And the voices that we need to engage the churches. We need to engage our pastors, our leaders. We need to engage the community. We need to engage mentors. We need to engage parents and grandparents, counselors. It has to take place, because if nobody's talking about it, we need to engage Greek life. Because, one of my daughters was telling me something about an icebreaker. So when they're going to these icebreakers and they see the fraternities and the sororities and all of that, but a lot of that victimization takes place right within. But see, they don't talk about it because a lot of them are scared. Because they're scared of not getting in, or what it's going to do to their reputation. And that's why we have to talk about it. We got to make the universities aware that it really is going on. A lot more than what we think it is. Many times, and I'm going to put it like this. None of my sexual assaults were reported. I didn't say nothing because I didn't think they would believe me. Well, number one, let me step back. I didn't say nothing because I felt like I did it to myself, because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time doing the wrong thing. So I never reported it. I walked away from it like it never ever happened, and I never talked about it till years down the line. So that's why we have to. And in order to engage, you have to have a relationship with people. We got to start forming relationships with people so they feel comfortable talking to us.
Amen.
A lot of times people are not talking because we're in a society today where everything is microwave. Everything is fast. We don't got time to talk to nobody. We can't say hi, it's hi, bye, keep going, doing what you. We have to take time to form relationships with people so that we can see what's going on. Let me tell you something. I have so many people that come up to me and tell me that or call me. I make time for them. And we have to open ourselves up, because when somebody comes to you and tell you something like that, they're opening up a lot to you. And we can't brush that off. We got to make ourselves available, but we have to be a safe haven. And they got to feel comfortable talking to us. Because I'm not going to tell somebody that can't keep quiet. They need to know that if they talk to us about it, it's going to be confidential. But that you're going to help them through this process, or you have a way to help them, or you have some kind of connection to help them. This is what the Engaging New Voice is all about. It's not just about one voice speaking. It's about as many voices that can open their mouth speaking. I hear people that say, I've had people that say, well, I've never been sexually assaulted. One of the statistics is for adults. It's 1 in every 6. So let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of those 6, 1. Then you go to the next 6. Do you understand? It would be like at least 7 or 8 people in here. That's just right here. So that's why it's so important for us to talk about it. And then sexual assault takes place every 1 minute and 38 seconds. Every minute and 38 seconds, somebody else is sexually assaulted. So imagine we've been sitting down here probably for like 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
So probably like 10 or 12, 13 people have been sexually assaulted. That's why we got to talk about it. That's why we have to engage new voices. That's why we got to make people not feel ashamed about it. They shouldn't feel ashamed about something that they didn't ask for. And many times that's what we do. We look at somebody and we determine why they're that way. We say, well, rather they be promiscuous than they fast. No, somebody been touching her. If they walk in homosexuality, they this or they that. No, somebody might have touched them. We have to stop forming opinions about people and things when we really don't know. Only thing we need to do is be a voice about sexual assault. Only thing that we need to do is form relationships with people so that we can find out what's really going on. Because I guarantee you, if you form a relationship with that person, you're going to find out some stuff that you didn't know. And then you'll be able to get to the root of what's really going on. Because let me tell you something, we hide very well. We can put some clothes on and hide our pain. Everybody don't look like what they've been through. We all clean up real good. We know how to walk out the door with our face on and everything else. We can paint a smile on and mad. And so that's why I say it's so important for us to be mindful and to begin to engage in what's going on. We have to talk about it. We cannot keep being silent. And I hear people talk about it. They talk about it a lot during the month of April. But this is not just a one-day thing. It's not a one-month thing. Can you imagine all the babies that are sexually assaulted?
Say that now.
Babies. Babies that ain't even had a chance to say why yet.
Jesus.
And many times, the perpetrator is someone that was sexually assaulted themselves. So everybody need help. Because if we don't make sure the perpetrator gets some type of help, then they're going to keep doing it. Because they're going to go to jail and they're going to get out, and then if they never got any help in jail, they're still going to do it. So we have to have help for everybody. I don't want people to think that it's okay to keep doing it or not to get any type of counseling. I'm for the victim, don't get me wrong. But everybody got to get help in the situation. Because if you don't get the help, then you're still going to put the person right back out there and they've never gotten any type of help, so they're going to keep doing the same thing. I think sometimes when we come to something like this, and when you start giving thought to it while you're here, you think about everything that you could do or should do. But I hope that even when you leave and even next week, you'll continue to think about what can I do to help? How can I be a part of this process? How can I engage? And sometimes it's something so simple. It's really just saying, this is really going on. This is really going on. Sometimes it's just saying, if you see somebody, getting them help, directing them to one of the different services that are there for them. But it's never to keep the mouth closed. It never is to do that. Because then they feel isolated and they feel alone, which they already feel. And many times they're just looking for somebody to talk to. They're looking for somebody that they can trust with what they have to say. So as we continue in this little program, it's not going to be long. I'm going to invite Tori Lawrence down, and she's going to do spoken words for us today. And then we're going to get ready for the balloon release. But I just want you guys to think about, how can I be engaged in this as a parent, as a church family, as a mentor, as a grandparent? What can I do to make things different? Not just for me and mine, but for those that are around me too. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know the person on your road, but you see them, that means the people that you come in contact with. Avail yourself to them. Form a relationship so that you can find out what's going on, so you can get them the help that they need. And I guarantee you it's going to be more people than you ever thought that you'll be able to help out.
You're the reason I cringe on the inside every time someone hugs me, because being that close to another person doesn't feel safe. It reminds me of your sick embrace after your hands and body experience places that I try every day to erase. You're the reason why looking in someone's eyes is something I despise, the very thing you used to gain my trust and made me lose all connections and ties to people because my trust didn't exist. It left me sick for years with nothing follow-up appointments could solve in time. Because you followed up with consistency to assaulting me whenever you felt it was time. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me, but can he make it stop? Can he make me feel safe without every door triple bolt locked? Prisoner to my mind over the process of time, and read a scripture about freedom. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. As I turn the pages, he leads me beside the still waters and restores my soul, only to bring me to a table in front of you, facing you, my enemy. But surely goodness and mercy shall follow me for the rest of my life as I dwell in his house forever. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He tells me, daughter, look at all this blood on the cross. It never loses its power, so you are all empowered. There was power in my name. I know situations occurred that left you to never be the same. But I want you to embrace the pain, release the shame, and speak my name, Jesus. It took me a while to grasp it without relapsing to my system of fear. But I saw lives that needed to be changed, and all of a sudden saw beauty in my pain because of you. Young girls choose not to commit suicide when they realize they are not alone because of you. My story brings comfort to those standing in that place of sorrow that I once called home because of you. Because of Christ, I'm completely and utterly able. Because of Christ, I was able to use what was unstable because of grace. I'm here at this place, and when I think of my story, I no longer see your face, but I see his grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. That was Victoria Lawrence, and she's a entrepreneur. And she brought some of her t-shirts. The name of her business is United Kingdom. And Victoria is very young, y'all. And God is really, he has his hand on her life for sure. So I thank her for accepting and saying yes and coming and allowing God to use her voice this morning. Because that was an awesome spoken words. And she donated 2 t-shirts. The 2 young ladies right there, the white and the pink. Yes, you guys come. I don't know why I chose y'all. When I looked up there, I just saw y'all, and he said, that's it, there it is. So, here you go. Oh.
Very nice. Very well.
Thank you, ladies, for coming. And then I had a young lady I met, and God is full of surprises. He is so amazing at how he does things, but I met a young lady, and it was truly a divine connection. Then it was a divine appointment. Then it was a divine connection. And then it was a divine assignment. And I was just like in awe of everything. But she has written 3 books. And she is from Toledo, Ohio. She has her own daycare and she has a boutique as well. And so as I was sitting here over there, he told me to give this to Tyler. And it's called Girl Talk. And her name is Charmaine Galloway. You know, Toledo is small, but it's full of diamonds. There's some jewels here in Toledo, Ohio, you guys. You know, we say it's small, and it is, but God has gifted each and every one of us. All we got to do is do what he's given us to do. We're going to get ready to close, but because I've already said what I was supposed to say, it just came out as I stood up. But I do want to thank each and every person. I'm going to have those that are going to be releasing, giving the balloons out to come and get the balloons so you guys can start passing those out. But I want to thank each and every person that came out, those of you that supported, those of you that's the sponsors, those that came out that are advocates. I thank Casa for coming. I thank Beverly for allowing her job to come from Columbus. Some of them came from Columbus, and then she contacted the Casa here in Lucas County as well, and they showed up. And so I'm so grateful for what was done. And you know what? It's about, you know, sometimes we get caught up in the wrong thing, but as we come together, and I look at all these faces out here, there's a lot of new faces, you know, some old faces that are continuing to come. Just keep coming back and keep walking with us, because each year, every time we walk, it's a different, you get something different out of each walk. It's not the same. You learn something different from it, or you get something different out of it, or you may focus on somebody else one time and then the next time you come and focus on somebody else. So just keep coming out, keep supporting the cause. Educate. We have to educate people about it. We got to keep talking about it so that we can prevent the next baby, next little kid, next girl, next boy, next woman, next man from being assaulted, next grandmother. Because older people are sexually assaulted too, you guys, in nursing homes and stuff. Older people. I couldn't imagine one of my grandparents being assaulted at their ages before they passed away. But they are. And those are the things that we have to keep in mind and be reminded of. So keep coming back. It's every year, April. It's always the 4th Saturday in April. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. The teal ribbon is for sexual assault awareness. So if you see the teal ribbon, pray for somebody. Encourage them. You don't got to know their story. You got to ask no questions. But you know what it's about. It means somebody has been sexually assaulted. So keep coming out. Thank you again. It's not about supporting me. It's about supporting victims and survivors of sexual assault. That's what we're here for. It's not, my name ain't on nothing. I'm just a founder. I just said yes to what he wanted to do. And so keep coming back. If there's other organizations, get involved. Whatever way you can try to get involved to help out. Because somebody's voice is still silent. And it needs to be open. Somebody's mouth needs to be open. Somebody's wound needs to be healed. Somebody's heart needs to be healed, because forgiveness has to take place for release to take place. And that's why I come out, because many people don't still have no power because they're still walking in unforgiveness. They haven't forgiven the person, which means if you haven't forgiven your perpetrator, he still has power, or she still has power over you. And listen to this, you guys. It's not just men that are perpetrators. Women are perpetrators too. So know that, you know, be careful with your kids. Let anybody watch your kids. Them days been over. Know who is amongst you. And now I want to ask, and you don't have to, but if you are a survivor of sexual assault, please stand if you like to. And know that you're not standing by yourself. You are a survivor. We are survivors.
Amen.
We are survivors, and know that you are not standing by yourself. We all are going to get balloons, and the balloons is to release. If you are a survivor, you're releasing this thing. You're releasing another entity of it. You're releasing another part of it that maybe you're still holding on to. You're releasing your perpetrator today. You're releasing the hurt of it. You're releasing the shame. You're releasing the pain. You're coming out of captivity of it today. For those of you that have not been, there's something in your life that you need to release. So when we say 1, 2, 3, release that thing.
Amen.
And we're going to watch it go way, way, way up into the heavenlies to the person, the only somebody that can do anything about it. I am glad that each of you came out. Don't let this be your last time. For those of you that want to get involved, I had somebody asking me about getting involved. Please don't hesitate. I'm very approachable. Come, we need all the help that we can get. Each month, monthly, for the different things that we're doing, we can always use your help. We say no to nobody. Again, I thank you all. I'm waiting for everybody to get their balloons so we can prepare for the balloon release. And one year, y'all gonna come and I'm gonna have coats and gloves for everybody when they show up. Cause it be cold when we get here. And God is gonna bless, but we gonna have some stuff. Everybody gonna be looking for gloves, and I'm gonna start passing them out. In the spring at that. Ain't that something? In the spring, it ain't even winter, and we still need gloves. Right. Whew. That's so weird. You already.
Amen to that.
Yes. Are y'all ready? Oh, let me give me a balloon. Hey, Charlie, got some treats you want one? Oh, get that. They gonna get some more down here. Oh, no. Ready? Whatever it is that you feel you need to release, whatever part of it that you haven't, or whatever, on the count of 3, I see her still. I think she passes them out. Oh, Simone, oh, you done? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hallelujah!
Woo!
Put your hands together. I need more. Come on,
for coming out. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you next year if I don't see you before then. The two ladies with the pink and the, come here for a second.